So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Tua to open with a throw. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll run again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tua. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Set.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion, the tight end, Uzama. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard. That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On play action, Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Here's Tua now on second down. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Tua to throw again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. That one, take it in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold...
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Tua. A ball deep for the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Great, set.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. Tua gonna hold on to this, and that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown, you're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he will get into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes Just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Hurts working in the pistol. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Uzama. Here's Barkley, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
3rd and long for Hurts. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
All right.
2 and out on 1st down. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. That's taken in by Achane.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
1st and 10.
Ready.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, get set. Turbo 1.
Now a first down throw for Tua. A throw on the move is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Go ahead.
Here's Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. He is in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Britton Covey now on the return. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Ready, set. Don't touch it.
On first down, it's Hurts. He's got the hookup to C.J. Uzomah. And he's taken down up past the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's
Saquon Barkley still going. The speed on display. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take.
And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Washington now to return it. They'll try to run a reverse. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10.
Get set.
Tua gonna throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A run up the middle with Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Great, set. No touch.
Once again, it's Barkley. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Here's 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Great.
Second and a yard.
No touch.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. First and 10 now from the 36.
No touch.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here.
No touch.
Second and 11.
No touch.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Get your game up, Jay. Motherfucker gotta be a wild boy. Like Stone Cold said, that's how a white man run the football. No, all good, man. That was a close game, dude. What a hell of a highlight reel, though. What a hell of a highlight reel.
You've been watching the NFL